bunny rabbit there, huh? Hey, good evening, everybody. How's your Saturday going? I was looking at some footage from Philly of the large yet peaceful demonstration on the Parkway and going into Center City. Really proud of you guys. Really proud of you, Philly. Proud of all the cities, that are coming out and voicing their concerns and their disdain for police brutality, police treatment of African Americans, and just how they treat people in general, but particularly the African American community. So there was some demonstrating, there's some protesting in downtown Austin as well. I was on 35. My friend was bringing me back home, and there was some traffic. And then, we could look downtown and we could see what was going on. Hey, what's up, Sharon? What's up, Alfred? John? You're gonna see the shirt. It says fuck. It says fuck racism. Fuck racism. I saw Fishbone about 6 years ago at Milk Boy venue in Philly, and they were selling this shirt for $20, and I'd seen it before. I saw a thing about it on MTV, and so I bought it. The best $20 ever fucking spent on. See, Sharon says, we just came from a peaceful protest in San Jose. Yes! Awesome. The first few days after George Floyd was killed by the Minneapolis Police Department, or members of it, I should say, people were fucking pissed off, and it went for, depending on which city you were in, it went from a couple days to a few days. And now it seems maybe we've gotten that anger. I mean, we're still angry and pissed off about how things are run with the fucked up system that's supposed to protect and serve us, or whatever the fuck they think they're supposed to do. And I think now it's just get to the point where things are just leveled out emotion-wise, and they're just showing hey, we weren't just doing that shit. I mean, there were people that probably came in and fucked shit up and had another agenda, whatever. But after all that anger is, that aggression has, subsided a bit. Now people are coming out again because they're we're still pissed off about this. We still want to, make, the awareness level high on this and show our support, and just show, the authority and the system that we're not going to fucking take it anymore. Now it's a lot. I've seen a lot of peaceful demonstrations all over the country, reports about it, video about it. And, it's awesome. I mean, because it's just showing that, we still are going to put our voice out there, whether it's through social media, protesting out in the streets, whatever message we have to say, talking down, to people with hateful opinions and racist opinions, Don't be afraid to tell them to fuck off, Don't be afraid to tell them that, that whatever they say is shitty and that they're shit. So, I'm glad to see that people are still out there, demonstrating, marching and protesting, but now it's at a level where it's going to be taken more seriously, instead of people just thinking these people are out here just fucking shit up and why are they doing, all that shit. That narrative is fucking gone now. Now it's we're out there because we're in this mode now, this leveled mode. And, hey, Amy, what's up? Thanks for checking in. And Harold, what's up? So, I just want to say that, this is awesome that people are still marching, because you're showing that, we're still putting our voice out there, It's not, it wasn't just a fluke. It wasn't just a trend or a fad or whatever, or just to, fuck shit up. People are pissed, and people are still pissed, but now they're, we're going to be just more grounded and level about it, but just still let the system know, and, you know, the high authorities and all that shit, that we've had it, you know, and there has to be change, you know? Yeah, right, Sharon, we can't stop now, you know? I mean, it's going to keep going and going until, you know, they actually listen and, like, make changes, you know? I mean, they're charging officers that have been involved in the George Floyd murder. They fired these douchebag shitty cops in Buffalo that pushed an elderly man down. You know, they're talking about defunding or limiting funding, you know, to the police departments. You know, I mean, and if you don't like that, well, you know, it's, you know, you're gonna say, oh, it's, you know, you're gonna blame. I know what side you're gonna blame and what side you're not gonna blame, and you gotta fucking open your eyes and not be blind loyalist, you know, and realize what's going on. Now you're seeing peaceful demonstrations. Now you're seeing people marching, you know, like, because this is a serious matter and people are taking it seriously, and this is not a trend, and they're going to keep showing you what the deal is. So, you know, like my friend Sharon said, we can't stop now, you know, so it's going to keep going until, you know, they listen. And if they don't listen, then we're going to have our voices be heard, let it out in however way we have to. So that's what I have to say with that. And I'm glad that everything's been peaceful. You know, hey Tess, what's up? Great to see you. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And I'm proud of all my friends and everyone who's been out there, you know, out on the streets and stuff. So, you know, it's going to be, you know, well, we'll see. Let's see, limiting funds doesn't help people in general. They need to be trained better. People friendly, not people ugly. Yeah, Tish, I agree with you. You know, I mean, you know, like, I mean, I do not know what the budgets are. You know, I can't really even guess. I mean, in the millions, whatever. But, you know, maybe not, you know, yeah, defund or limit, you know. But, yeah, I agree that the retraining process and the psychological testing process definitely need to be revamped, you know. And, you know, and I think, you know, at least a threat or the discussion of limiting funds should maybe get these fucking people start to think, you know, a little better. And thank you, Tish, for the message. God bless the human race. Yeah, you know, I want everyone to do good out of all this. You know, I mentioned it on my podcast last week. Like, I don't want to see violence towards any parties. I just want to see a streamlined, proper treatment and protocol designated for whether you're a mass shooter or whether you use a fake bill. You know, like it's really skewed, the treatments, you know, and it's a real issue, and it's not just some thing that, you know, you're going to think that, you know, that one party's crying about or whatever. It's all across the board, you know. So that's how I see it. So that's you know, and Tish, thank you for, you know, for bringing those points up, you know, like, I appreciate that, and it's good for discussion like that, and it's a way, like I said, to figure things out, you know. This is a whole figuring out process, you know. We're still figuring this shit out, man. You know, there's no manual on it, and so, you know, yeah. So, yeah, exactly, yeah. You know, people, no matter what color you are, so important for, you know, to us to survive. Yeah, you know, as I said, like, it's all across the board. I mean, like, you know, you know, the way we've seen it, and the way it's been, you know, reported and just known, like, you know, unfortunately, it seems, you know, one community or certain communities, you know, are treated like a certain way than other communities, and like I said, it just has to be across the board. And I also mentioned, you know, maybe, you know, some kind of town hall meetings or like discussions between the communities and the police, like, to get sort of like a trust factor. I know, like, you know, you may think I'm sounding like I'm talking about, you know, whatever, the enemy. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, it all has to be figured out, you know, and this is the best way I see doing it, is people just getting out there, letting their voices be known, you know, just, you know, the marches and the demonstrating and such. So, it's all relevant. None of this is if anyone who thinks this is unnecessary, you just really need to check things out even more and like look at both perspectives. I mean, I've tried the best I can, but at the same time, I'm pissed off too. So, I want there to be, accountability as well. So, that we need to hold each other up. Town meetings are perfect, but the walls need to come down to become as one. Yeah, I think, and I think that goes with community, knowing each other or, knowing a certain extent of each other and such, and, keeping track of each other in a way. And as I said, dialogue with the police or whatever, it's a whole process. There's not one answer. There's not one solution. That's why there's so many different ways people are doing it, whether they're talking about it on social media, they're showing videos, they're out there, they're maybe donating to local causes, they're patronizing, being patrons at, black-owned businesses and such, and just like local businesses in general, just to keep the support of everyone in general. So that's how it goes, and that's how I feel. And I thank everyone for joining in, and thank you, Tish, for your feedback, and everyone else saying hi and stuff and checking in. And let's all figure this out together. And again, I said I'm proud of everyone out there, my friends and all such that are out there letting themselves be known. So all right, well, I'm gonna head into the shop and get some stuff for the house and then I'm gonna head back home. But I love you all. Thank you for joining in, and appreciate the dialogue, and it's great to have, healthy to have, it's like I said, we're all in this together. We're all trying to figure it out. We all have our paths to get to it, but I think, we're all wanting to get to the same goal. We just how we're taking our different paths to it. And if we just understand that we're all doing the same thing, getting to the same goal, then I think, things can be more copacetic, with that and stuff. But, just, be more understanding of the other side or whatever. Like it's be objective as you can. But, I mean, also just be passionate about your side, like whatever, you're on the side to be like, hey, we need to fix this shit. We need to, the mistreatment needs to be taken away and such, and just, it's all, I said, like one goal, like one goal, many people getting to it in their various ways. So let's just not lose the pathway to that. So again, I love you guys. Coming to you from beautiful Austin, Texas, in the United States of America. I love you all. I love you all around the world. My cousins in Australia, the Philippines, and all over the country. Y'all take care. Mwah.